All right, it is March. It is March the 26th, 2012. It's 3:38 p.m. And I was just thinking about how I don't ever update my blog. Like my original idea was to, and it's this new term. It's called Phlog. Phlog, and it's like using your phone and audio to blog. I don't know. Nobody who's listening to this probably cares about that, but the idea is to sort of record your day as you go and then post it online. Or just sort of. But anyways, so I haven't really updated it, and I have this really long drive up to the next city. I commute from city to city doing tennis, and I always have this long driving thing I have to do, and it's just like a perfect time to update my blog. I did one yesterday, but I didn't post it. But let's see, what was I just thinking about? I was thinking about how silly these are going to be if I do them the way that I want to do them. I basically want to just have clips throughout the day of what I'm thinking about, sort of, and it's just, I think of my girlfriend whenever I decide that I want to do it that way, because she's always like, you totally switch gears like every second. Like I could be talking about Buddhism and enlightenment one time, and then I'll be talking about like a car the next second, and then I'll be talking about, just alien abductions or something just crazy and random. But what I was thinking right now, so we'll see how this goes. I was just thinking about like, I've been very, we'll use the word unstable. I think, by the way, here's me changing gears. There's this motorcycle that I see every day I drive to work, and it is awesome. It's like, anyway, I'm not going to go there. I've been struggling with sort of where I am in life, and it sort of goes against another thought that I just had. I actually do like the Prius. I'll explain that later. It's sort of against sort of like my practice, my Dharma practice, Buddhist practice, whatever you want to call it. That you have to learn to be okay with the way things are. Like the state that you're in. If you can't learn that, you suffer. It's just. And it's absolutely true. I knew this before I became a Buddhist, before I started looking into it or anything. I used to have this like, I have this list of things that like I've figured out in my life that like help me be happy. And one of them is be happy with what you have. And if you have like, like let's just say me right now. I don't have a big job. I'm not getting paid, I'm getting paid maybe $25,000 a year. I don't have a big job. I have, bills. I'm not making a lot of money. I'm not necessarily, what I would consider successful, where I want to be. But where I am is pretty good. Like, the idea is like to cultivate like what you have. If you only have so many acres and so much seed, you need to grow it well, grow it really good, make it the most awesome, small number of acres that it can be. And just haven't been doing that lately. Lately, I've been really not focusing on that. I focus on the negative aspects. Where I'm not in life, where I should be in life, how old I am, and how I shouldn't be this old and doing blah 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 blah. But I just sort of had a moment. I have moments of being okay with life, like, it's just so funny that the last week or so, I suffered so much because of this thing that just creeps up inside of you that just makes you feel like life is just horrible and isn't working, and you're ashamed of yourself, you feel guilty, you lack confidence, but I'm happy that, after I go through those, I can get back up. I can step back up and be happy and look at my life and say, I've got it pretty good. There's definitely reasons to be happy. It's 3:48. I'm still on driving to work, and I was just thinking, first thing, I love this app on my phone. Without this app on my phone, I wouldn't be able to do these blogs the way that I'm doing them. It's called Tape Talk. It's an Android app. It's really awesome. I would highly recommend it. I use it a lot. It lets you append recordings onto another recording, so you don't have to edit them together. It's really awesome. But I was just thinking about, I have my radio off right now, and I just turned it off. I was thinking about addictions and what addictions are, and I was thinking about something as simple as music. I was listening to this song, and it's got a nice beat on it. It's a good song, but it's just talking about trash. It's just nothing useful is coming out of the words of the people's mouths at all. And I'm not judging the song or the person, but everything that the song was talking about was not wholesome at all. It was not good for you in any way. It didn't make you think. It was just, and me and my girlfriend, me and Ashley, we were sort of talking about this kind of quality of the kind of things we listen to and read and stuff like that, and it just, it's so weird how we will put up with trash in our music. I mean, just trash. I mean, it's not good music for you, because we need to listen to something in the car and be entertained and move around. And it's just, I mean, I've thought about addictions before and other addictions and stuff, and it always kind of comes down to it being, an addiction is just a habit. Why does your body feel like it needs something? Why does your mind think it needs something? Ultimately, your mind. It's just because it's always had it. I'm not Catholic, but Ashley's Catholic, and I go through Lent with her, and I gave up biting my nails because I was just sort of dumbfounded by the fact that I bite my nails so much, and there's no necessity to do it. There's nothing for it. I was trying to understand, why does my body feel like I need to bite my nails? And it's just habit. It's just habit. I haven't been doing it for almost 40 days now, and I've sort of kicked the habit. Yeah, sometimes I see a little hangnail or something like that, and I say, oh, I could bite that. But I just tell myself, you know what, you can clip it later, and I'm fine. But, 40 days ago, I wouldn't have been able to do that. It's just habit. You have to, it's just, I think discipline is very important. And it used to be something I didn't think, I always thought discipline was important. But I never felt like discipline was absolutely necessary. But now I'm starting to change you really have to learn, in order to be good at not being addicted to things that are unnecessary for your health, for your happiness. You have to have discipline. You really do. Not biting my nails. I had to give it up. I gave it up, and I had a hard time the first week or two, but then it started getting easier and easier, And just because my body was like, well, I guess I don't know what it is that changes, really. But I do know that, you know, I feel better about myself now that I don't do that for no good reason. And, I think I'm going to, I was thinking about why did I start listening to country music? Because I used to I wasn't that into country music. But I remember I started listening to it a lot. And I remember the reason. It's because there's so much trash in the other music. Yeah, it's got a nice beat and it's got it's got nice sounds and it's entertaining but why do we have to have it? Why do you have to have it? I mean, it's just habit. You get into the habit of listening to trashy music. You get into the habit, ultimately, of wanting to be entertained. It's just, country music is alright. It's never talking about really crappy stuff in it, everybody knows what I'm talking about. Turn your radio on, tune it into any station, really listen to the words of the music. It's not good. And, I'm going to discipline myself. I'm not just going to listen to some crappy, negative music just because I feel like I need to be entertained because of my habit. It's 10:24 p.m. I'm on my way home from work. The moon looks awesome over here. It's like in this awesome crescent. It's amazing how fast the moon rises and sets. Because it was just all the way up in the middle of the sky a minute ago. I had a blistering headache because I'm dehydrated because I coached tennis all day and then I went to a tennis class myself and didn't drink water the whole time. Bad idea. But I just wanted, and I wonder if Ashley will listen to this. I don't know if she listens to these, but she always asks me to give her a shout out. And I wanted to definitely give her a shout out. I was talking a little bit about the hard time that I had the last couple of weeks, getting stressed out, and she was totally there for me. She's always there for me. I really love her for that. She's my best friend, and I just think that she deserves to be thanked. And I'm going to thank her myself, of course, but she was telling me, nobody can help me like she can. I don't have other friends. I mean, I have friends I can talk to, but sometimes about very personal things, about, things I'm stressing out about. She puts up with it. She deals with it. She was telling me, to take things, I'm a big picture thinker kind of person, and I care a lot about what I do. I'm very passionate about what I do, and I tend to get overwhelmed by doing things too big. I will often think very big while I'm trying to do small things to get there. And the advice she gave me worked. She was just telling me that I had a lot to do, but just do little bits. Like, don't stress out about the big picture, just get moving and take small steps. Don't get overwhelmed by the big picture, and just take small steps, and that's what I did, and I got through the last couple of weeks, and I'm happier, I feel better, and it's just pretty amazing what she does for me. She's a pretty awesome girl.